the opening of The Way. Y'all can see this is my original copy, one of my first spiritual books. And I'm reading here is the 7 accomplishments. The sense of presence. The first essential accomplishment. The first of the essential accomplishments is a sense of presence. Most men today know nothing of their body except its needs and illnesses, and restrict their consciousness to the brain. The intellect, busy with daily cares, demands the right to decide all actions, even in physical, emotional, and spiritual matters, and never thinks of asking whether its demand is fair or merely arbitrary. The head is in such a whirl of thoughts that it can attend to nothing else, and if it takes any notice of the rest of the body, that is only reasons of health, vanity, or sensuality. Wow, that's true. Man's higher being is regarded as an intruder, excluded from any vital contact, and requests to restrict its presence to the rare occasion it sets aside, if there are any. What are the consequences of this misdirection? When attention is fixed on any part of the body, that part becomes a magnet for energy. But intellectual attention carries back all sensation to the terminus in the brain, leaving the rest of the body emptied of awareness. For mental energy cannot enliven the other vital centers, so they remain flaccid and unable to attract their proper share of the subtle energy or vital fire. It is this energy, however, which revitalizes. It alone can give the vitality to overcome illness and even arouse those in those higher perceptions. The greatest obstacle to its penetration throughout the body is the thought factory, whose infernal machinery drowns out our sense of presence. The presence is the eminence of our true being. So in the sense, one cannot speak of presence except in a creature having in it something immortal, which is in man the higher consciousness. Since the consciousness has 2 aspects of the I, consciousness I, or permanent witness, and the spiritual consciousness, or the spiritual witness, we can speak of the 2 aspects of presence. And to have a sense of presence means to be aware of either of the 2, of the personal presence or the spiritual presence. If both are united under the control of the spiritual witness, then we have a real presence of the divine, a realization of our indestructible being, the Christ or the Horus in us. The whole of this study has been a preparation of achievement of this union, and all effort given to it now can find a direct response in the comfort of this presence, which as soon as it begins to even manifest is the best answer to the question, what is the use? Learn to listen to his voice, and it will solve the problems of your life. It is your only reality, yet you stifle it by rationalizations and petty worries. This presence, to which the sages and the evangelists refer to when they speak of the need to be watchful, that the master, when let me read this back, because sometimes I screw up words, but this is something I know I need to hear. I'm going to rewind it. Learn to listen to his voice, and it will solve the problems of your life. It is your only reality, yet you stifle it by rationalizations and petty words. The presence to which the sages and the evangelists refer to when they speak of the need to be watchful, that the master, when he comes, may not find the lamp unlit. Learn to watch instead of accepting the illusions created by the agitation of daily life and the activity of the brain. For despite appearances, they will leave you in a state of slumber unless your higher consciousness is awakened. But this watchfulness does not depend on will or reason. The aim is to experience life like a warm energy filling the whole body as water fills a sponge. The aim is to be aware of the whole organism and to know it to be obedient to the discipline imposed by the conscious self. The aim is to accept the heart's arbitrament on troubles caused by the impulses of the personality. The aim is to keep your eye on the compass and to hold the tiller steady, whatever the violence of the elements. I need to hear that right now. Learn first to be conscious of your own machinery, then feel in yourself the confidence of the crew in the captain's watchfulness. Finally, become the captain's consciousness, solidly directing the least reactions of the ship and crew. Then at last you will know the joy of escape. Certain hints forward of your direction can see your route disappear in the horizon, and the horizon will lose itself in the sky, and you will become the consciousness of the infinite. Wow. Hold a head steady during all the elements. That's something that I definitely need to be taken into account right now.